Okay. Hello everyone. This is going to be another Darhysh Gaming video to start. This is an Xbox video, and I'm going to actually mute the sound because last time the sound was just way too loud and I didn't know it. So here is a house, The Halls of the Colossus by Darhysh. Colossus of the Falls. This looks like this is actually in Hunter's Glade, though. Xbox One EU. Check that out. No effects, obviously. This is entirely done with objects. That's kind of crazy. Crazy good. Wow, somebody spent a lot on the crown store. Because those nodules are crown only. So this must be like a landing part of the thing. Nobody had said I was all that bright. Well, I've never seen anybody build that out of the map. I don't know the Vardenfeld map. Sorry, words are hard. Hey, Wilsadal. This is Darhysh's house from Xbox EU. Words are hard. Check this spaceship out. It's pretty insane. Hello, Ginger Snap. I'm not entirely sure how they did all of this because this is not effects because it's Xbox. I'm not sure where they got. I mean, that's a lot of either hectahames or other kinds of lights that I'm not even familiar with. Wow, look at all of those display cases. That's insane. I don't know where people even come up with ideas like this. This is just amazing. Beautiful. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Just the whole thing is so thought through so well. Wonder if they drew it before they made it, you know? There's no way I could have done it without drawing it out first. Every time they turn, I see another detail I'm kind of amazed by. The ropes up against the wall. That makes so much sense. That's how you would dock it. Wonder if they're maxed on objects. I can't check. There's no way for me to check it. Hello! Yes, if you have not gone to the Lux vendor this weekend, go to the Lux vendor. You will not believe your very eyes. You will be happier than you can imagine being for a short minute. 50K, that's all? I actually dropped 1.5 million. No question. The 1 million I dropped was just on the houses, on the greenhouses. Oh, dude, though, fiendish. Okay, first of all, your houses blow my mind. You're in the top 3 of all-time favorite builders in the entire ESO world. Secondly, can you imagine what you could build with like 10 greenhouses? Imagine the glass creation in the sky that you could make. You would do something downright gorgeous. The things you could do. I would love to see what you could do. Yeah. I wish, though, that I could buy it with, you know, gold. Whatever it is that we end up getting. But we're going to talk about contests. There's contests coming up. Maybe. You mean Princely? You mean Princely Palace or the greenhouse? I'm curious what you mean. Okay. We've got so much to talk about. J-Heart dropped all the new contests yesterday. I'm a little bit irritated. I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm not happy about the time span, and when I pointed out that the time span pissed me off, that I wasn't going to be able to work in that kind of 2-week time span, he's like, well, just throw 5 things together. You know, make it small. I don't know about you, but I don't know any builder who wants to do stuff like that. Little bite-sized 5-piece things. And I haven't seen anything like that ever win. It seems like anything that anyone has done that has won for these small quote-unquote contests have been pretty complex. So it's like I just don't feel like this is a system that works for me, and I may end up just starting my own system. You know, like not doing this kind of thing. I have the money for the prizes. I just don't think anybody would. That's true, Velcidol. That was small, but I guess that's true. It just seems to me that, like, I don't like just having 2 weeks to come up with something. That's all. Wow, look at that usage of the green crystals. Ha! Good to know that on Xbox they also have the flicker-based issue. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who's irritated. But it's like, you know, 2 weeks is not enough time for me to even come up with ideas sometimes. Maybe I'm a brat. The outside of the ship is really just as I mean, the use of the display cases is really just stunning. But I don't have any good ideas for luck. I don't know about you, but I'm not. Yeah, they did this without EHD. I mean, it's pretty flippin' impressive. But you can tell because you notice, and I'm not picking on it. I'm actually appreciating. It's like looking at furnishings that have been made by hand versus furnishings that have been shot out of a factory, because you can see that like all of the pieces are not exact, you know, like they're not joined just perfectly exactly. It shows craftsmanship as opposed to, you know, coming out of a factory where it would meet perfectly. So you can tell if something's handmade or not just by looking at the way that the plates meet and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really pretty impressive. Good job. Good job, Darhysh. Thank you, Nesterish, for sending that along to me. Now back to these messages. Game capture. Hello. It's me, Mario. Okay. It's me. So, Rando. I have no idea what to do for luck. I probably won't do the luck one because I can't do things in that short a time span. Ooh, lots of loudmouth moose stuff. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you can learn it. I can always show you sometime. All right. We're going to look at Housing's Finest Builder Farms today, but I do still need to talk to you guys about upcoming contests. For example, then after the luck one, which is March 17th, we have Chocolatier Challenge March 26th. Well, I've kind of already done the chocolate thing. I'm wondering if perhaps my chocolate heart had something to do with the decision. I sort of feel like I should just resubmit it, right? Be like, I already did a chocolate. All right, this is Blue Lioness's house with 18 effects. Nice usage of the little Alinori lamps here. Just taking a good look at this stuff. Hey, Twantle. I'm wondering... Huh, nothing. Not, I'm imagining things. And then the March Meme Madness, which the only person I know who has one done is Faye Pixie, and it was cute because she was saying yesterday in stream, she said, I already have one! And she does. So she's a lucky duck. I think I'm going to do Ceiling Cat. So nobody steal my idea. I don't care. So we've got jet flames. Those effects are jet flames, but the one under Periite is a combination of the things. I think it's both fairy bubbles, maybe? Bubbles and flame changed to purple. If you're curious about what those effects are. I got a message from Tessa the other day. She wrote to me that she's like, "Oh my God, I went and looked in Rimmen, and you're absolutely right. The waterfalls are all spastic now." And yeah, they are. It's most noticeable in Rimmen, but people don't believe me. So I was very glad that she backed me up on that one. It made me feel a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind discussing ideas if you guys want. I don't ever mind. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, I'm tired. So, I'm enjoying the pink. Brings out the pink of the sky. Okay, nothing down here. All right, I think that's probably all going to be inside then. 139 items, so we might be going a little light here. Oh, okay. I get you, Twantle. Every time. Me and Griff both have that problem. We'll be mid-conversation and we're like, falling asleep, pain pills, or medicine, and we pass out. So this looks like they're just getting started, but there's a bunch of effects still. So this is a little bit of a portal house, and then I'm just going to poke in the back. I have a feeling that this needs... Somebody likes Periite. That's the second Periite statue. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, so glad. You and Skittlebutt. I've been worried about the two of you, so I'm so glad you're okay. Skittle's been going through some stuff too, like that. Been thinking about you guys. But I don't like to ask because I get afraid that I'm gonna like upset you guys or something. So I'm really glad that you offered up that information. Thanks. I'm getting told that I put him to sleep as much as his pain medication or his medication does. Great. Thanks. I know I'm fascinating. I guess I'm a laugh a minute. Hello, Lavathi! See, this is why it's good that they make me laugh, because then I'll squeal and cackle, and then wake you up. Ha! Yes, Zerbit. Thanks. Just what I needed to hear. All right. So I have a couple of different things that I need to look at here. So let me just quickly make myself some dubious. Oh, this money. It was so funny this morning, and I don't want to like make anybody embarrassed, but one of my guilds, I logged in this morning and I was busy doing something, getting ready to go out and run some errands like I said in my post. And you know this dubious Camoran throne. Someone's like, can anyone make me any Cameroons? And I'm thinking, Cameroons, huh? No, I've never been to Africa. Don't think I could give you any Cameroons. This is cute when people get things wrong. For the longest time, I was in a game with a guy who thought that the word, hold on, I'm going to type it to you. He thought that this was said glyph, and he kept repeating glyph, and we kept correcting him, and he's like, whatever. Okay, man. It's not a glyph. What was the other one? It was a kind... Oh, this one. This one broke me every time. He called this bourbon. So he would say, I wanted to go drink some bourbon. And we're like, what the fuck are you saying? That's bourbon, not bourbon. And so in WoW, I don't know if you guys know, but they have Kodos. Their type of mount, Kodos. And so he used to say, I'm just running around on my Kudo drinking bourbon. And we're like, you're not on a Kudo drinking bourbon, okay? You're just not. And he would never try to correct himself. It was just cracked me up. Oh my God. You're not on a Kudo. Yeah. Thank you. Bourbon. Right? But he calls them kudos. They're not kudos, okay? All right. So I think it's the other haul, because I think this is just for the weekly or the monthly ones. Gorbons on your kudo. And I mean, I just couldn't stop laughing. I'm such a bad person. But he was a really nice person, so I don't really mind that I made fun of him like that. Okay, here we are. I think these are all the new ones. Oh my goodness, we have a lot to look at. Okay, don't know this person. All the thickness. Thick. Autumn's Gate, private little homestead. All the thickness. Oh, Toronto, that's great. What a thoughtful thing for them to do, working around your tattoo. I have a tattoo on my hip. When I had cancer, before I was going to go in to get a bone marrow transplant, which never happened because they never found a match. But I was never going to be able to get a tattoo again after that because of the immune issues around getting a tattoo. So I wanted one before I had a bone marrow transplant. So I got a tattoo of a sunflower because I think they're very joyful flowers, and I wanted something that represented joy. And I got a huge one on my hip, and it's faded now, but I never ended up getting the surgery, the transplant, so I need to get it touched up at some point. It's a little faded. But yes, yeah, so I have a tattoo also. I would be very sad if mine got ripped up. Okay, so all the thickness has no effects, 200 out of 200 items, and right from the doorway I saw some things I really liked. First of all, I love the domesticity, the little touches of just towels and cloth and just real stuff that a real farm would look like. And one of the other things is the very inexpensive type furnishings that make something look real. Like the hanging laundry is a very cheap item. I think it's like 100 gold, but it makes everything look so real. The trough isn't very expensive. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. I have no sisterhood. Sorry. All's fair. Plus the wheat is pretty inexpensive still. I like this, like, fencing. Look at the clever little fencing and gates. So, again, with the inexpensive items, using the cargo tops, you can get those pretty cheap. And the pumpkins are pretty affordable, too, as are... This person does what I do. They made use of a lot of the really inexpensive vendor items, because the vendor items are actually, like, real-life stuff that a person would use, like chopped wood or, you know, things like that. I also love, check out this one potato. Potato. Got potatoes on the line. This one pumpkin. Look at how much of a difference it makes that one of them is just slightly turned over. It makes it look so much more real and so much more interesting that one of them is just not perfect. I love that. And here we go with the farm. These must be the bottoms of... Wow, I didn't realize that the texture was that blurry. I think these are the bottoms of the fur bedding. Don't feel bad. People do it intentionally. You didn't do it intentionally. Look, it's me! Sorry, I'm easily amused. But look at how terrible that looks. Not that the person used it wrong. They used it perfectly. But imagine that this is your item. right? That you want to use as a bed. But look at the bottom of just how blurry it is. It's not even, like, I don't get it. It looks great for dirt, though. Apple tree. I actually really like this farm. I'm going to have a hard time deciding anything. Because this is for the contest. Let me write this down. Pretty impressive. I love the use of different colored trees too. Oh, look how pretty. Ivy on the inside, adding color. All the little things placed just so. Carrot soup. Bread and cheese. I want to go to a cabin in the middle of nowhere with a guy to snuggle up with right in front of the fire. There's something you can do with this kind of bear rug slash a chaw-tear rug, you know. Could be quite romantic. Look at the plates. All right. I know I'm making a big deal out about it, things that are just slightly off. But isn't that just so cool? I really like it. Good job. I'm already really super impressed. So amazing, amazing. Love it. Yes, it does. Sorry guys, I'm hurting. This morning we had a bunch of errands I needed to run for my aunt. She's putting together her estate plan and needed me to sign paperwork at banks and stuff like that because I'm an attorney and I'm her executor slash trustee. So I had to get things done. Hey, Darhysh! Unfortunately, I already showed the video. I showed the spaceship. Everybody loved the spaceship. That person did an amazing job. So thank you for sharing that video. Oh, I went in the wrong room again. I really enjoyed it. Looked very expensive too, I might add. All right. So this one is Halifax snow globe for a farm. That's an inch. I don't have permission. Uh-oh. Either I've been blocked or something's wrong. I'll let Cethulian. Celuthian. There must have been an error. I believe it. And then I was complaining about how for one of the contests coming up, we have 2 weeks to come up with a luck build. I mean, you look at builds that take you 6 to 10 months. My Halloween build took me about 6 months also. And then it wasn't even that good. It just, some builds just take you longer. 2 weeks is just beyond the pale for me. Like, there's no chance that I'm going to get something good done in 2 weeks unless I already had it built. Okay, so we're Celuthian. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. 599 items. Strident Springs, which I usually don't like. But look at this. This is lovely. I'm going to have a hard time deciding. Yeah, I know. I'm awful. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, rah, rah. You wound me. You wound me, Griff. So what's up here? Is this like picking flowers or something? Oh, an apple pick. Apple picking. I guess the ginkgos here are apple trees. Or, you know, blooming apple trees. The Sweet Roll Hat Cave was worth it, though. Although I'm not good at that, going that fast. I like it slow. That sounds dirty. I like to take my time. I'm a slow roasted potato. What do you want? So we've got lovely orchard and fields. You know, this isn't entirely unrealistic in the sense that, okay, so yeah, bamboo, gotcha. But cornfields, at least. You can't really make cornfields in this game, not well anyway. But cornfields, they used to intersperse pumpkins and beans within the corn, so they'd all grow together, and you'd have multiple crops all in one. And I've seen people use this as a chicken coop before. It's actually a really smart chicken coop. Yes, Twantle. You're smarty pants. So smart. The only thing I don't like about putting meat or something else on top of a fire like this is then you can't use it a lot of times. And that annoys me. I want to be able to use it. More of the laundry hanging up, which I love. Laundry is one of the cheapest, yet one of my favorite items in the game. It just makes everything look great. What? I love this. What did I say? I'm getting shocked at. I don't know what I said. I was talking about the three sisters. It made perfect sense to me. I blew $1 million gold just on the greenhouses. Oh, you can, huh? We're not even talking about the trees, which I'm going to go back and will be buying more of. Because I just hate when I buy stuff and then I'm like, God, I wish I had bought X amount more. Alright, so somebody used the rubble, I think. This is either the rubble or something. And they planted... Okay, that's smart. I realize that a lot of people use these for, like, pineapple type dealies. I think there's more of them, Wahathi. I also thought of the lettuce, but I did not think about these swamp flowers. Those are a really good idea. I wonder what they're supposed to be, like, if you tried to pretend they were real. I do. Maybe not the first time, but after that. I'm a slow roasted potato. What can I say? They all knew what I meant. They created an entire freestanding building in the backyard. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a difficult choice. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that! Smush. Smush. I bought 1 million gold worth of greenhouses. I bought about 500,000 of all the trees. This is so cool. Look at that grinding stone. Yeah! How did they even make this? What is this? What is this? Somebody tell me. I'm stupid. I don't know what this is. Like, how? What is that? Does anyone know? It's got runes on it. Egg thing from Shadowfen. Is it an achievement thing? Achievement item egg thing from Shadowfen. Well, now we know we gotta go to Lovely North. Achievement furnishings. Ebon Heart. Replica stone nest, you're right. I never have bought one, And I never even thought to use that. It gives me all new ideas. Really, really clever. There's certain items that I just never think to use, you know what I mean? Look at that top. That's all crown item, that top part. And we got a pig pen. This house! Squee! This is me squeeing. Squee. Squeeing. Oh, can I go up to the second floor? No, can't go up there. But I'm sure there's stuff up there based on the way that everything else is going in this house. Look at the details. My heart hurts. It's so beautiful. Really, really well done. I wonder how the horses feel about being next to strung up dead animals. At least they put the antelope dude out here so that he didn't have to see his cousin hanging and his other cousin Larry hanging. I'm a horrible person, aren't I? I'm a terrible person. Why do you guys put up with me? Okay, let's see if there's anything in the house. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't anything in the house after all that. That's true. Wow. Ouch. I know I'm not good enough, Griff. You don't need to keep reminding me. Wow. So someone's a potter. And even has their kiln inside. I really like that they bothered to put some sort of exhaust system in there. It's so much more real. I really like that. So fire logs, that's what they use. Expensivepillows.com. Little feast. And we've got a kitchen. A smoker. God, I hate you. Why do you have all these good ideas? I'm so flippin' jealous. Oi. You're gonna turn me into an old Jewish man. Oi! Oi! Refrigerator. Beautiful. Also, might I add, I like the additional wall here. Thank you. Because I hate these poles, as I say every time I've come into the house. But by adding this framing, it's less annoying. They've got the walls here plus the curtain really block out the view of the 4 posters that I hate. So that works for me. Now we'll go up and see what's upstairs. This whole house is just excellent. Little study nook. So my Friday night was just full of fun and games. I had just a blast last night, and by blast I mean I'll show you a picture of what my night was like last night. It was pretty fascinating. Sorry, my neck hurts. You must all seize it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this was my evening last night. I don't know if anyone knows when this stuff is coming. Not sure. That was my evening. I was in bed with my cat Grant, with my cat Van Gogh, and 172-year-old love letters from former President Grant, because that's my Friday night. All alone, in bed. reading really boring shit. It wasn't boring. It was interesting to me, but it would be boring to the average bear. So that was my evening. You might have me beat, Twantle. You may have beaten me there. But yeah, that's... little seat area. I also like the use of the arched hedges to cover the same thing that I don't like, which is the posts. Okay, so you know, I don't feel so bad now. I felt bad because I was alone in bed and reading. Well, I guess I wasn't really alone. I had 2 cats with me. Aww. What a nice sink. This person is truly a master builder. I mean it. And I've seen some damn nice houses, and this one just really does it for me. It's just really phenomenal. I need a new word better than phenomenal. I just don't know what it is yet. Phenomenal. Da, 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 da. Stabby-tastic. Seems a little egotistical, doesn't it? If I use that. It's okay if you say it, but if I say it, it's a little egotistical. And I mean, I do believe that Griff told me the other day that I do have an ego. Not sure what about, but apparently I have one. But doesn't everybody? Not sure it's a bad thing. Crystal Palace Exorcised. Spudtastic is a good one. Still a little egotistical, but I can live with that. Phenomenal, incredible, extraordinary. I don't use extraordinary. I should use extraordinary more often. That's a good one. I'll try to think of it the next time I'm searching for a word to describe something great. All right, we are in Crystal Palace, Exorcised, no effects, 177 out of 400. I got your point. That's why I was joking. Oh, look, it's Perari is planting. Aww. And they're planting me. You need many more me's. Plant little ones, and big ones shall grow. Thank you, Perari. I feel so appreciated. Okay. And melons. This is a very diverse kind of climate. Okay, let me see. Sometimes I just make jokes. Don't take it personally. Yeah, non-stealing job. Or maybe she stole the stuff. Who knows? You know? I'm trying to find the part where we're at in that list. I don't think we're on there. Yeah, I think that's last year. Wonder what the buckets are for. To water the plants? Nobody ever said I was all that bright. In fact, well, I don't think people knew when this one was coming. I think that's just a best guess. Oh, look at the great couch. Nice cuddle couch. Everybody eats carrot soup, have you noticed? But I guess if you're growing carrots, it makes sense. Hate to this. Give me all the things. Yeah, I blew so much money today. It's kind of embarrassing just how much money I spent. Forgive me while I take things out of the bank real quick. Excuse me, I don't know why it has the yawns. I am tired. Running around dealing with the bank. Lots of stuff like that. Ran out this morning before getting all of my stuff done. Okay. Moving right along. Because if I'm assuming because if it's 2 weeks of these data mined items, the next week will probably be the second set. Purple taters. Ooh. I look good in purple, by the way. So, in real life, I would not mind. Purple is a good color on me. Okay, there we go. I am a purple tater too. Have you ever seen blue taters? Blue taters are pretty as well. Cute kitty! Moonsugar. These are all for this contest. If we've seen any of them before, we'll pop our head in and then I'll move on to the next one because I don't want to redo it if I've spent a lot of time on it already. Like my own, I'll pop in, I'll say, here it is, and then we'll leave. Does anyone have any ideas for luck for J Heart? Because I don't. That's the question I've been thinking about. Certainly not luck. I'm stumped. The meme one, I think I'm gonna do ceiling cat, because what I could do is work with a house I already have and just add a ceiling and then stick a cat in it. And if he wants us to go that simple, then we'll go that simple. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want me to put a lot of effort into something, I need more than a couple of weeks. I miss the times where we used to have, like, do an Easter house, do a Halloween house. You know what I mean? Like, I miss that. That used to be fun for me to have, like, a month or two. That may happen. That's a good point. That's a good idea. Yeah, I guess I am lucky in some ways and unlucky in some other ways. Wonder if we could do bad luck. Like, I could do cancer and say, here's my bad luck. Cancer. Oh, look, another chicken coop, but a totally different kind. It's funny how people... Oh, look, it popped an egg out. I think that's an egg. Isn't that an egg? It's a piece of bread. But it's meant to look like eggs, I guess? Or things that it's eating. Maybe it's supposed to look like grain that it's eating. Gosh, Sometimes it takes me a little longer than you'd expect to figure things out. So we have a barn with somebody sleeping up here other than just the kitty. Man, what is... It must smell so bad up here. We should do bad luck. Just fuck with him. Completely fuck with him. I just got a message from my mother. Sorry about that. It was a little bit of a, your dad needs your help with something in about 3 hours. It's a little bit of an emergency. So apologies for losing my train of thought. But mommy comes first. Mommy Tater comes first. And Daddy Tater. So what would this be? Like a dock or something? Hey, Faye! If I could find a way to depict cancer, I would do it. You know? Here's my bad luck. Maybe I could, like, do an interpretation of how I came to find that I had it. Like, have a car accident with me, like, splat in it. And then going to the doctor and finding out I had no blood. That would be amusing to me. It would totally freak him out, though. Look at the tire swing, folks. Holy schmoly. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Good job, cute kitty. Sugar farm. In moonsugar, this makes the most amount of sense. This is great. Another one? Well, you know, you come up with an idea that good, you should do as many of them as you can. Oh, that poor boat! Yeah, that's how I found out. Initially, what had happened was my feet were, like, swollen, like 2 or 3 times the size that they should have been. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor eventually sent me to the hospital, and we got it all checked out, and they said, oh, you're just anemic. Here, take some iron pills, which it turns out to be the exact opposite of what I should have been doing. And then 2 months after that, I crashed into the car in front of me when I passed out behind the wheel because I had no blood. I was down to, your hemoglobin is supposed to be over 10. That's on the low end. Mine was at 6. And they said that if I didn't go to the hospital right then, I probably wouldn't have woken up in the morning. So I went to the emergency room and I had a ton of blood transfusions. The guy who I crashed into was actually pretty awesome about it. He was like, forget it, don't worry about it. He's like, you barely, like, created a little quarter dent on my bumper. I don't care. He's like, you don't worry about it at all. So we just drove off without even exchanging information. So that was nice. Because it clearly was my fault, you know. I passed out. Whether or not I had a reason to pass out, I passed out. I didn't say that to him because you never admit you were at fault, even if you were. But it's like somebody got into a fight here and just threw down. Okay. Well, you know, it's you gotta, that's the reality of things. I mean, if I hadn't got into a car accident, if I hadn't have done that, then I wouldn't, oh, beautiful in the water. I never, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. How romantic. Okay, forget a cabin. I want this. Somebody make me this in real life. You know, if I hadn't gotten into that car accident, if I hadn't had that happen, maybe I would have died and not woken up in the morning, and that would have been that, right? So you can't always, something that may seem like terrible thing to happen at the time turns out to be a very good thing. You know, possibly saved my life. Dunno. But I'll tell you, I wasn't so happy about the bone marrow biopsy I needed that very day to see if it was something like that. I actually told the oncologist no. I'm like, please don't, no. I do not want you drilling into me. No. Not into my spine, thanks. And he's like, you really need to do it. You really need to do it. And I was like, mm. And he's like, I'm going to walk away for about 15 minutes. And when I come back, I want you to tell me again if you're willing to do it. And he came back and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he broke the fucking drill in my back, in my hip. It snapped in half. Because my bones were so fibrosed that when he couldn't even get into the bone. It broke his drill in half, and he had to leave it half stuck in me while he ran across the campus to go get another drill. Normally they don't need drills. Don't feel bad, blind. That was fun. Oh yeah, and I was all by myself too, because my husband wasn't really involved in my life at that time. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for us. That's my ex-husband. He just wasn't involved, but... that was tough. I'm not going to deny that. That was really good, though, Pretty Cute Kitty. I want to call her Pretty Pony Cute Kitty, but she's both, so it's like Pretty Kitty Cute Pony? Pony something? I don't know. I can't keep it straight in my head. But yeah, that was what happened. That was not fun. What are you gonna do? It all ended up well. My ex-husband is now married to someone else who hopefully is getting a more supportive husband than I had. That's about all I got. Doubt it, but maybe. Here's a hint for all you guys and gals out there. If your loved one ends up getting cancer, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm feeling a little worried here. If your loved one gets cancer, please take the time to take them to the doctor. Don't just say you have work and you can't take off, you know? Every so often, just take off a little time. Take your loved ones to the hospital or the doctor if they need it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell them to get an Uber. Don't tell them to get a Lyft. Take a taxi to the hospital, dear. Wouldn't want to put them out. Oh my God. Frank Myers. FRK Myers, not Frank. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Andy? Are you busy? Come here a second. I gotta show you. So the message when I came, into the room was, it's a farm theme, and the message was, wait, how did you think potatoes were created in ESO?
Oh no. It's on the right.
They're two potatoes with eyes and eyeballs in bed.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
then there's this.
Aww. Baby potatoes, and the cat is watching.
I'm not really sure what the knives are for, but...
Well, how do you think the baby potatoes get out?
Oh! Oh!
You have to cut off the buds.
Oh! Ugh! Ugh!
I don't know. Beats me.
This is so twisted. I love it. It's me and I guess him. But we don't have any mini taters. And we never will. So, maybe those are cats. Maybe that's why there's a cat there. I'm so blushing. They really need to. They really need to. Oh my lord, that's hilarious. Oh my god, I'm blushing so hard. Aw, Faye! You guys. There's something really twisted about that. That was an A. FRK Myers. Oh my lord. How does that not win for me, right? Play into her audience, I guess. I guess I have been busy. There's an awful lot of potatoes in this game. Oh lord, that is funny. I'm so blushing. That is twisted. And I mean that in a good way. Oh gosh, I'm actually like, I'm really blushing. Seriously. You'll be thinking of me when you do it. Cracks 13, moonsugar to the left. I dare you to not think about me when you're planting your potatoes. As I'm messing up my hair. That is so twisted. Good morning, Cloud. I still have the yawns. I apologize, everyone, for the yawns. It's been a long morning for me already. What did it... I wouldn't be surprised, Zerbit. Alright, which way did it say left? I forgot. Oops. 700 out of 700 items. Did it say left or right? I think they said left. Whoopsie. I have the memory of a gnat, in case you didn't notice. I think this is farm. Yeah, this is a farm area. So we've got... Those are actual torch bugs. Those are not effects. Fishies. Mud crabs. AKA dinner. Plop them on the fire. And chickens and pumpkins and laundry. That's a really fancy sugar bowl for somebody who's a farmer. That ring looks great as a beach comb. Yeah, it does. Took me a minute to realize what you meant. I'm like looking for an actual ring. I think there's two. One came with a set. And one of them is just a regular mud crab. It's cute that they put it right in front of the starfish, too. I never really looked very closely at this beach. Look at the detail. All the shells and the... That's really interesting. I never noticed that before. The sand dollars and everything. Interesting. You can ask for them, I think. I don't know about the set, but they'll sell you the individual ones. I don't know if they'll sell you the ones from the set, though. That's a good question. Ooh. Sorry. Gonna get a little blacksmithing in real quick. Doing all the naughty shit to get this stuff done quickly. so I can nap after this. I need is a nap. All right, what's this? Shopping. One of these is stolen. This one. The rest I don't care about. Storage. So is this like the shopping area? So the first part is the farm. This is the bazaar, I'm guessing. Which makes sense for this zone. Eh. Maybe it's a farmer's market. I do not like how low they made this. Not the person, but the Zos made this tent way too low. It should be put up on pikes or something. Is this the jewelry? Yeah, this is jewelry. You probably hear Van Gogh in the background being loud and obnoxious. That's his job in life. If only he would paint. We'd be rich. Okay, bye, Twantle. I'll be joining a nap time later myself. Just want to get some of these done. Ferrari, breaking into someplace I can't. Kunzari. Interesting. I like that with the ivy trailing off it. I know I was just supposed to look at the farm, but it's like dangling candy in front of a baby and expecting the baby not to try to reach for it, you know? All right. So we did see the farm. The farm. Okay, enjoy. All you responsible people. Uh, 1.5 million is what I think about it. If that answers your question. And perhaps another 500,000 more. Yeah, I dropped 1.5 million on it. But I'm definitely tempted to do more than that even. Because, you know, those trees, man. Those trees are awesome. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to call it for today because I am actually really broken today and did a lot this morning, more than I... Did I do crack stars? Some of these look familiar. Who have I not done? For sure. Let's do one I have definitely not done. Other than me. Wow, everybody did moonsugar. I don't think I'm going to be able to be that specific. Alright, let's double check if we've done Crackstar. Yeah, Cloud, same. Same. I'm going to get yelled at now. You're voting for him when you did. I need to figure out, I kind of want to take my Talgalin and turn it into a giant glass building in the sky with all of those whatchamabutts. Yeah, I think I have been here. This looks very familiar. Oh. He hates the war. Did you guys see the question that ESO said? They wrote a question on Facebook, and I'll read it to you because they're dorks. They said, what is with all these private groups? Here we go. They said, would you rather fight one dragon-sized bantam guar or 100 bantam guar-sized dragons? And my answer was, fight them? Either way, I'll bring them home, love them, and name them George. Fine. I'll do 6 more minutes. But I feel like I've seen this, and I like it very much. So, good job. It's not easy to do farms. But I tells you, I would not fight bantam guars or dragons that look like bantam guars, because guars are the best. Because they're cute and little. So we'll look at one more quick house and then we'll go. We know where Izabi is. She's off with Mejani's house. I may come back later today and finish these off. I need a break. I'm not doing so good. So I'm going to try to stay strong. Okay, I think we saw Lushura's, but let's make double sure of it, and that'll be that. Being threatened here. You know what I've noticed? Nobody has any of the beets or radishes buried. I mean, growing. Yeah, we've definitely been here. There's oh, as speak of the devil, there's some beets. But where are the radishes? There's me's. Yeah, we've definitely been here. Okay, so I'm going to call it on this one, and then when we come back later today, I will finish looking at these. Apologies for the early bailing, but I'm broken. So I will catch you all later. Have a good one.